neighbors, I don't think the rap beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar changed Drake's reputation. I think the pattern of Drake's behavior came long before Kendrick. Kendrick simply pulled the curtain back and exposed Drake for who he was. So why is Drake still mad? In this video, I'm going to show you how it seems that Drake isn't just satisfied with just losing a battle. He wants to punish anyone who didn't side with him in this battle and who remotely likes Kendrick Lamar. But you see, when I look at Drake's history, I don't see one rap battle. I see a pattern. I see a pattern of burned bridges, bruised egos, and somebody who always has to win, even when the game is over. And believe me, I think Pimp C told us exactly who guys like Drake were almost 30 years ago. I'm gonna show you how the legendary Pimp C was prophetic in his lyrics long before we even knew or heard about a Drake. And before we get started, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get back to Dragging Drake. If Pimp C was alive today, he would be deemed a modern day prophet. You see, Pimp C on the legendary Riding Dirty soundtrack had a cut called Diamonds and Wood. Y'all need to go back and check out his discography. Let's just examine Pimp C's lyrics. His first verse on Diamonds and Wood was legendary. Pimp C raps, I flip down the Ave, you know I'm looking tight. Pay attention, these jealous niggas looking at me and my car so shy. That first word, jealousy, is one of the main points of this video today. Wanna take my life and wanna jack, but I see all through that. Never let these itch niggas take what's mine. Nigga, I never do that. Does that sound familiar? Ooh, that's got Drake's name written all over it. Second point of the video today. Pimp C goes on to say, glitter and gleam ain't all that it looks like. Y'all keep that in mind. And niggas talk a lot of ish in a safe place. Woo, get up off Drake toes, Pimp C. I'ma say that again. And niggas talk a lot of ish in a safe place. That's the school of Pimp C, and that's where we going today. Because Pimp C, if he was still alive today, could be seen as a modern day prophet. Because Drake has been showing his face lately, and more often than not, all he's doing is exposing himself. The real Drake. And how do we know it's the real Drake? Because it's been an industry secret for years. But when Kendrick beat the brakes off him in that battle, it's exposed him for everything he is. And all of a sudden, we've opened everybody's eyes. And we can see exactly what this shiesty dude is doing. All the way from 1996, Pimp C riding dirty, to 2026, Drake putting money out in the street on people's head, people's business, and trying to get them locked up. It's the same old prophecy. And Pimp C peeped out the game 30 years ago. Let's get into it. First of all, this is not even about Kendrick, so y'all don't even go there. Kendrick just happened to be the first person who beat him on the biggest stage, because there's a pattern of behavior that started long before Kendrick. And UMG had been protecting Drake, so all of his missteps, all of his ego tripping, all of his jealousy was kept very quiet. And because he pulled the ultimate race card, white privilege, he had a pass. But now that hip hop has exposed him, his dirty laundry is out in the street for everybody to view. And let me tell you, it stinks. Now, I'm too old, too grown, and too much of a woman to even get involved in this street foolishness. But that's not what I'm here about. Because Drake shouldn't even be involved in this street foolishness. Because Drake is not a street dude and would love for y'all to think he's a street dude. But he's been masquerading for years, and he's afraid his persona has been uncovered. And he's absolutely right. We know this is a soft, lame guy from Toronto. And now that he has money, he thinks his money can buy his way into the street and that his ego can overcome what the fans have already decided. Now let's go over a few shiesty things Drake's been doing. Now this is not a comprehensive list by any means, because everybody behind the scenes knows this dude is shiesty. But I'm gonna tell you what we know as fans and what I know. He was mad at LeBron for liking a diss track, Not Like Us, when the whole world loved it and was singing. He was mad at A$AP Rocky because A$AP got the girl. He's mad at Metro Boomin because Metro Boomin wouldn't jump when he wanted him to, when he was having an emergency in his own family to make a beat. And then he talked real slick to Metro Boomin, like Metro Boomin ain't a real man. He's even mad at YG. He's mad at YG for saying, I ain't in this beat. That's you, dude, and keep my name out your mouth. Now, and it kind of brings me to what G Malone said on his recent podcast. But let me take you first to some of the foul stuff that Drake's been pulling off. About him being mad at LeBron. Let's check that out first. Let's go to X and document, first off, what he thinks LeBron did. Get it, LeBron, get it. Dude, a grown man. And he is upset with LeBron because LeBron liked the record. Let's go to Certified Boogeyman, my Ace Boon Coon on X. Check out this post.
What'd I tell you?
What did you say to him?
He said that I can never let you down.
Why you so mad, Drake?
What'd I tell you?
What did you say to him?
He said that I can never let you down.
Son you.
What'd I tell you?
And
What did you say to him?
grown man
He said that I can never let you down.
over a record that walked
What'd I
on
tell you?
your grave.
What did you say to him?
He said
Now you mad at LeBron. Now what you say
What'd I
to
tell you?
LeBron?
What did you say to him?
What'd I tell you?
What did you say to him?
He said that I can never let you down.
Oh, brother. But Drake ain't just mad at LeBron. Drake mad at everybody. Let's move on to Rick Ross.
You ain't never want to be a nigga anyway, nigga. That's why you had operation to make your nose smaller than your father. I unfollowed you, nigga, because you sent the motherfucking cease and desist to French Montana, nigga.
Drake sent a cease and desist letter hating on a project that Rick Ross had. That seems to be why Rick Ross has a problem with Drake. And now that Rick Ross has a problem with Drake, Drake's got a problem with Rick Ross. Drake, there was a lesson in this, but you are too angry to hear it. Rick Ross shows you that sometimes business arrangements don't work out. You have to move on, and you can't hold a grudge. Your number one quality you think is your best quality, but it's your worst quality, and that's holding on to grudges. Holding on to grudges and simping people. And when you simp people out here in the real street, like this real hip-hop stuff, you ain't even ready for what you about to get back, right? So now that you're getting back what you gave, it's problematic for you. And we're seeing your crash out in broad open daylight. And let us not forget your problem with Metro Boomin. Mr. BBL Drizzy. You also got a problem with A$AP Rocky. And Rocky knows it, and he's sick of it. But you know right now he's just toying with you, sir. He understands that you don't know how to let things go. So A$AP got some words for you. Bare knuckles like the Irish. You don't really want that smoke, Drake. You just want to talk on the album, talk on the track like they do, you know, in suburban America. That's what you want to do. You don't really want real smoke from these brothers. Because if you wanted real smoke, you could have had it. But you need to keep Beam right with you for lyrics, and you better keep Chubbs right with you, because you talk a lot of ish in a safe place. Now I want to bring y'all back to Pimp C's lyrics, because glitter and gleam ain't all what it looked like. And niggas talk a lot of ish in a safe place. That's you, Drake. Now, Kendrick already alluded to the fact that you put money on the street during that battle, trying to get at him. And Kendrick alluded to the fact that you could have changed his life and people's lives around him that matter. You could have hurt people that had nothing to do with this beef because you don't know how to let pettiness go. And that white side of you that think there's justice in running your mouth, you gonna F around and find out that these streets don't play with people like you. And you've been getting a pass because you've been protected by UMG. But it's clear UMG done locked the door on you and sent your ass out there in the street to fight. And you need to put on your knuckles because these ain't playing with you right now. Now, if I was your mama, I would never have let you got into this place. Because what you should have done as a kid was go outside and play. You've been sheltered in the house in the air conditioner and your mama making tuna fish sandwiches for you forever. That ain't what we do over here. We get out and get something over here. And you gonna F around and keep running your mouth and keep messing with these dudes. You deserve everything you get from here on out. Let's listen to what Glasses Malone said, now this is all alleged.
I don't think y'all understand this. Cuz don't like when I kick his back in, because I'm not the rest of these niggas. See, he can spend that money and for YG life. He can spend that money and for YG life.
The first thing Glasses alleges is he can spend that money and F with YG. What does that mean? So you think your little cute PR campaigns, it wasn't enough that you and Game tried to play all up in TDE's face, bringing this lame guy over in the hood, thinking you doing something. And Game thinking he can make all the enemies he wants. But you know what my mama always told me about karma? Karma circles the block, baby. And you better run for cover when it does. Let's keep listening to what Glasses alleges.
Park ass is doing. He's spending money and financing Draco campaign cuz to try to f this boy life and get him arrested because he mad about a battle.
Y'all just keep up. He thinks he knows who to play with. He about to F around and find out, y'all.
See, the difference is, cuz, it's like real power. See, that's rented power. You rent it, you pay for it. Real
Thinking your money can solve all your problems. You can call your mama or your daddy whenever you get in a fight. Thinking you can't get a bloody nose out here.
power, cuz, is when it's actually real. When niggas will do it for you just for the measure.
Power is different in the hood. It has nothing to do with money. It has to do with character, favor, alliances, and relationships. And you have severed every relationship you've ever had in the music business. And these don't give a F about you. And all this battle has done is expose you for who you are. And baby, it ain't pretty.
Let me start announcing to the world exactly what type of hoe ass shit he doing. See, Harry, y'all be fans of cuz, and y'all want me to go.
UMG been keeping your secret all this time, baby. But they letting you have it now. They letting you go out in the street and fight your own battles. Let's see how you come up out of this one. Because Glasses ain't built like that. And these LA dudes, they ain't built like these Atlanta dudes. You can get that up. You can go over there to Atlanta and talk that game and be the manipulator you are. And they fall for it because a lot of them boys hurting and they need money. But a lot of these cats in LA, they'll do you on principle. You gonna F around and find out playing with these cats in the street. These boys don't play. But you, with your lame, funny looking braids, think persona gonna get you out the mess you in? Competitive looks like, good game, I'll beat you next time. But pettiness tries to make people pay for beating you when you started the fight in the first place. And this is why Pimp C came to my mind. Read the lyrics, break them down, especially the part about niggas talk a lot of ish in a safe place. Jealousy and envy in my neighborhood. He wasn't talking about one rapper. Pimp C was a modern day prophet. And his gift was pimping game on the street. And right now, if he saw Drake, he would call him out to his face. He was describing a particular personality type. Glitter and gleam ain't all what it looks like. But here's where I think people are missing the entire story. None of this happen because Drake lost the battle. Drake lost the battle because he's always been him. Hip hop has never had a problem with confidence. We've celebrated confidence. We've celebrated swagger. We've celebrated talking ish about people. But what hip hop has never respected is somebody who can't take what they dish out. And if every disagreement becomes revenge, every criticism becomes betrayal, and every loss becomes somebody else's fault, eventually people are gonna stop thinking you're a superstar. They start thinking you somebody that's emotionally stuck in high school. Maybe that's why so many people has connected to Kendrick's message. It wasn't just about Drake. It was about recognizing a personality type we've all met before. And maybe Pimp C, the ultimate prophet, recognized it 30 years ago. And with that said, hit that like button on your way out. And thanks for stopping back by my house.